The system is failing. We're going to have more homelessness, more unemployment, and the government has to print more money. It's a command and control economy where the government tells you everything. I just don't trust our government. And they're going to have to start printing pretty quickly. And the more they print, the less value, purchasing power the dollar has, or the loonie, or the yen, or the peso. People are talking about inflation. I think we're in depression right now, and we're going to be the biggest depression in world history.
In the 1970s, that's when the world was changing.
The biggest bust in the history of the world is coming up. It's pensions. They trusted the government. They trusted their pension would be there, and it's going to go bust. And that's us. We'd get crushed.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Bearable Bull here. And oh man, do I got this aggressively average content for you today. As ladies and gentlemen, this is a call to action as I ask everyone to go to this tweet I tagged down in my YouTube description below. And go tell Gary Gensler how you really feel about him. Ladies and gentlemen, go like this post. We're trying to get a 10,000 likes. As Forbes wrote an article about Gary Gensler, explicitly telling him to resign by Rosalind Layton, Forbes contributor. And some I have to tell all of you is, the reason this is so important is because an SEC official is going around Congress and is going around their jurisdiction in order to stifle markets. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if you guys know this, but Gary Gensler was formerly at the CFTC, and he was heavily criticized by the US government at the time, did a horrendous job, and yet again, doing a terrible job as head of the SEC. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't even know what the hell he's doing, and I don't think he even knows. To be very honest with all of you, from the research I've done personally about Gary Gensler, he's been a career failure. And this is just something else he can add to his failed resume. Ladies and gentlemen, the very people he's here to serve and protect, he's trying to harm, and he's nothing but a puppet for the big banks. Now, let me make this clear. Guys, I actually think this Forbes article was taken down. But some I have to tell all of you is, we saw it, and we understand exactly what's going on. Regardless though, plenty of powerful things are happening in the XRP community right now that you cannot ignore. And I actually have a bit of a hypothesis. It's speculation, but hear me out. Ripple posted on their Twitter page, November 16th to the 17th, their yearly Swell conference is being hosted in London. Can you guys say London is ready? Guys, something I have to point out to all of you is there's been a bit of a conspiracy, a faction in the XRP community that's a little tinfoil hattie that believes things will really get rolling in London. I don't know why. I don't know where it came from. But the saying goes, London is ready. And seeing that this year's Swell conference is being hosted in London, right around the time we could maybe potentially see an end, a conclusion to this XRP case, 2 months after Flare Network goes live, and the same month ISO 20022 goes live. Well, I have my tinfoil hat on today, and what I'm going to tell you is, I'm just paying very close attention to the XRP community, XRP developments, and this ecosystem growing over the next 2.5 months. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not asking you guys to believe anything's gonna happen. I'm just gonna tell all of you guys to pay extremely close attention. I believe this XRP case is coming to a rapid conclusion. There will be no more than a Q1 2023 finish to this case. Worst case scenario. And the reason I'm telling you guys all of this is because the XRP army, we are seasoned holders, seasoned long-term investors, and we can withstand anything. That does not mean things cannot happen sooner. But I'm trying to give you guys the perspective that we've weathered the storm. And we are in the final leg of the race. Our riches, our wealth, our XRP will explode when the time is right. And that time is fast approaching. All eyes on Ripple swell. And the reason I started this video off with Gary Gensler being criticized by Forbes is because I do believe, and this is just speculation, that if after these US elections we see a reversal of who's in power, then I believe Gary is out of there at the SEC. I believe Congress could intervene in this SEC case. I believe we could see more positive crypto regulations, all in anticipation after I've been calling for weeks now that the bottom is in. Ladies and gentlemen, 3 to 4 weeks ago, I told all of you I'm all in with my cash position. And I actually pulled a very powerful move that I told my OnlyFans community recently. It was a risky one, but one that confirms I stand by what I say. You know, I actually read a comment the other day that said, "Bull, how's that all-in cash position working for you now?" As if I'm supposed to be upset that we went down 5%. Ladies and gentlemen, I've seen 80 to 95% crashes. And people really want to try and poke fun at the fact that we're down 5%. I don't care about minor price swings because I understand that the major price swings out of the end of major crypto crashes are life-changing. Every single crypto position I have entered have been at a great entry point. I look at what each crypto will be in the long term and I know that everything is dirt cheap right now. Because one thing I can guarantee all of you is that the US dollar is going to zero. Why would I hold US dollars that are a confirmed scam when I could trade it for valuable crypto assets that will be worth much more in the future? Perspective is king. And something I want to point out to all of you, as the next couple weeks are going to be important. In the past year, we've seen the dollar surge heavily as the DXY index has increased by 20%. We might be at a crossroads and a reversal. All eyes on Jerome Powell, as he's going to have some important things to say that'll dictate the future of the dollar. Eyes on PCE data tomorrow. And eyes on reclaiming Euro USD above $1.01. Ladies and gentlemen, I know a lot of you Europeans know that the euro has been crashing against the dollar recently. I told you guys I was in Italy recently as well, and you better believe my dollar went very far while I was in Europe. It was a sight to behold. But one thing I have to point out to all of you is that we want a stronger euro. We want a weaker dollar. We want a weaker DXY. Because when that happens, that means that risk on assets are going to fly. Risk on assets include crypto and the stock market. A great leading indicator letting us know that crypto is about to explode is that the stock market has been reversing to the upside recently. Crypto has been lagging behind, but it's positive to see stocks appreciating in value. Crypto usually follows, and I think a powerful reversal to the upside is before us. Expect it, anticipate it, and get ready to profit. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you all remember in my video yesterday when I showed you the DTCC, their partnership with R3's Corda for their underlying tech for the Project Ion platform. And now I'm going to use that and show you how Crypto Eddie pointed out that SBI is a majority shareholder of R3 and actually adopted R3's technology, the alternative service platform for payments, and plans to expand functions with a central counterparty. Ladies and gentlemen, why is it that SBI knows that they want to own R3 and Ripple, both of which we know will be using XRP's technology? The DTCC, we know, taps into the derivatives market. And I told all of you how I speculate XRP will tap into the derivatives market. Now, the reason I'm reminding that to all of you is because that is only speculation. But as of right now, I can confirm that Brad Garlinghouse did in fact say that XRP will tap into securities and eventually insurance. Please take a listen and know that XRP was meant for all the damn money and all the damn value on the planet.
Let's go to Brad first. You mentioned there are other potential applications of Ripple's technology beyond cross-border payments. What are some of those applications and use cases that you're exploring?
I'm not going to give away everything that we're working on, but the way I think about this is that any transaction that has a middleman, any transaction that requires someone to kind of commute the trust between the transaction, with security settlement, insurance settlements. There are a lot of transactions out there that have a lot of friction. This morning I was talking to a very interesting startup called Proppy, looking at residential, tokenizing real estate and using kind of effectively an NFT to transfer the ownership of a home. Ripple has been, because our customers tend to be financial institutions and banks, some of those customers will approach us and say, hey, look, we see these other vertical applications of how you could use a blockchain like the XRP ledger because of its efficiency to solve other problems. But we haven't really, we're doing some lending stuff that we've talked publicly about, but beyond that, nothing too public.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, keep that in mind. XRP is not just for cross-border payments. Oh, that's just the beginning. Security settlements, insurance, potentially derivatives, tokenized stocks. Who knows how far it goes? Guys, the reason I love XRP so much is because it doesn't stop. The information that comes out about it every single day confirms that we hold the right asset despite negative price action and a negative XRP case. However, what I'll stress to all of you is I believe these bad times are coming to an end. And I think they're coming to an end soon. When you realize that XRP did not join the last bull market in 2021 because of this XRP case, you'll realize how coiled up and how tight this price is. When it's finally allowed to reign free, it'll be like the slingshot effect. The longer price stays suppressed, the higher it's gonna go. The demand for this digital asset will be so high, it will shock all of you. On-demand liquidity to stop a liquidity crisis. It was made to be a liquidity solution. 2008 was due to a liquidity crisis. And a 2008 style event is going to happen again. In China, the housing market is getting obliterated. Do not forget about what happened with Evergrande. Here in the United States, it will not be like 2008, but there will be a housing crash at some point. Wall Street Silver stated the monthly supply of the U.S. new homes exploded in July. There are now 11 months of supply. And not only that, not only is the supply increasing, but rents have been increasing. Evictions will start going up. Jobs are getting cut. This recession is accelerating. As rent prices are going up, people cannot afford with their wages to keep up with these rises. And with the recent rise of interest rates, people can't afford to get a mortgage. Stocks collapsed. Housing will next. Crypto already collapsed. What you have to understand is I believe crypto will rise first. And then every market at the same time will crumble. We have this short window of time to capitalize on what I believe will be an altcoin season heading into the ETH merge, into the US elections, And one event still is the event that has me confident that we will turn bullish. Congress is still in the stock market. Do not play with their money. They're not going to let things crash on them. Congress is still in this stock market. They will get out before everything implodes. The moment, the literal moment that they vote to ban themselves from owning stocks is the moment I sell everything. Because that is the exact moment when the Federal Reserve officials sold and the top was in recently. The Fed officials selling their stocks signaled the exact top of the stock market. And when Congress sells theirs, that will be the end. Before the 1929 style Great Depression that we're heading into. US dollar implosion, US Russia Ukraine, US China Taiwan. Geopolitical tensions are at play. The macroeconomic environment is horrendous. Never forget this. But our crypto entry points are there. We have to capitalize on these entry points at these prices, dollar cost average, until we rise. We will rise in what I believe will be a final speculative run before crypto regulations come in. And then we have a full-blown utility bull run. Ladies and gentlemen, need I say, London is ready, and XRP will save the day. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Bearable Bull here. Thanks for tuning in. As always, I appreciate every single one of you. Now I'll be back tomorrow with another video.